All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing this word in sincerity and truth across the four corners of the earth. All right, I'm just back with another quick lesson. Run across this article. Excuse me. Ran across this article on RT News, and it's basically Donald Trump, all right, accusing Mexico of being abusers of the U.S. You know what I'm saying? Tough talking Trump slams Mexico over mistreating America for decades. And, this is why, pursuant to that, Obadiah, you know what I'm saying? This is why they are small among the heathen, because Esau is a liar, man. And these nations are ultimately going to shoot missiles on America for acts like this, man. America loves to point the finger, but not really look in the mirror of the things they do. Because as I get into this article, you're going to see that everything that Donald Trump is accusing Mexico of, or Mexico accusing them of doing to the U.S. does it to everybody on the planet, man. But you got this guy, the president of America, which, is kind of like the most powerful man in the world, or was at one point, you know what I'm saying? Blaming these Israelites, you Mexicans, all right, or you people of Latino descent, all right, you are the Israelites, as well as, so-called Negroes, all right, but now he's blaming this nation of people, basically pointing the finger at us for the same things that you do, man, but I'm gonna get into the article, it's lucky in my phone, slow. U.S. President Donald Trump did not mince his words when talking about Mexico, branding it nothing but a abuser that has been mistreating his country for decades by flooding the country with illegals, smugglers, and drug cartels. All right, now, when the definition of an illegal by these Edomites is someone who wasn't born in America, right? Well, they're not from here. What you're accusing the Latino people of doing, your ancestors did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wasn't even on the western side of the world at one point. So y'all came in here and became immigrants, man. So America is known, or was known, because it's lost all its glitz and glamour, as the most powerful, dominant country on the planet. And the foundation of it was, of course, rape, rob, and murder, but immigration by your people, man. That's how y'all got here. But they'll sit there and say my country, just like at camp, this dude was saying, well, if y'all don't like America, get out, like he owned America, this Edomite. They think they own America, like, you know what I'm saying, like they was here. Our people was over here first, man. So y'all are the illegal immigrants. Smugglers and drug cartels, come on, man, we talking about drugs. Really? They have a whole industry of drug dealing, a pharmaceutical they just put the mask on it like it's to help you, but it's drugs, man. You know, it's drugs, man. Not to mention the CIA funnels those drugs, man. Y'all the drug dealers and drug smugglers, man. But they always make the Israelites the face of crime, man, or what's considered to be crime in this place, man. So for the so-called white man, the Edomite, to say somebody is an illegal immigrant, a smuggler, or involved in a drug cartel, it's laughable, man, because not only do you all do these things, but you do it on a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no drug that, well, some of them, like El Chapo and them, but for the most part, ain't no drug dealer got no $1 billion industry, man. You know what I'm saying? He ain't booming like that. He might be making some money, but he ain't got commercial. They got commercials selling drugs in America, man. They just make it look innocent, like this will help you, man. It's drugs, man. So what's really the difference for somebody, bringing coke into the country and you bringing all these pills that's killing people? Y'all get people high, you know what I'm saying? But they want to make the Mexican cartel or whatever make the face of drug dealing, man. Just like they did Southern Kingdom in the 80s, man. You know what I'm saying? With that crack shit. All right. But Shalaki, man, this phone fucking up. Damn. It says on Sunday, Trump issued a fresh portion of wisdom on Twitter when he vented his frustration over America's neighbor south of the border. The problem is that Mexico is an abuser of the United States, taking but never giving. It has been this way for decades. Taking but never giving is what Donald Trump said. America, what does America give the world except death, man? Not even so much of them coming over and bombing you. They lifestyle that they promote. So if you want to talk about taking and never giving, you're taking the morality of planted on the nation, man. That's why you gonna have women in the Middle East that used to be covered up, they're gonna be wearing leggings and shit, twerking on the internet. It's gonna be homosexuals over there because of the American lifestyle being pushed. So you took the morality, not to mention you take land, resources, everything. And you know, what have you, since you've been over there in Iraq or in the Middle East, what have you given them? But hell, man. You know, the bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, did you go back over there and what? What did you give back? We know that we under the curses, so we ain't gonna go get no reparations and nothing like that. Our reparation is Yahweh Shai. But just for the sake of the argument, come on, we built this country for free. What you give us? So that is just the hypocrisy that comes out of these people's mouth. It's crazy, man. You don't give nothing. You know, but it says people have been saying for years that we should talk to Mexico. The problem is that Mexico is an abuser of the United States, taking but never giving. It has been this way for decades. Either they stop the invasion of our country by drug dealers, cartels, human traffickers. All right, so once again, drug dealing. I mean, just look at the pharmaceutical industry. They once again they just put a mask on it to make it look like it's helping people. That's drugs. Cartels. The American government is a fucking gang, bruh. It's a cartel. Human traffickers. What you mean, like slavery? That's what human trafficking is. Slavery. That's what you think he referring to, man. These people is a joke, man. It's not even. It just can't get right, man. Can a crooked thing be made straight, man? They just wicked, man. This take a lot of balls, man, to be this much of a hypocrite, man. So once again, man, there's no difference between the cartel and the American government. They sell drugs, commit crime, kill people, right? Well, okay, American government do the same thing. So what's the difference between the CIA and the cartel? You talking about human trafficking, man. You are the biggest human trafficker of all time, man. You know how many bodies you got on your record, man? You took a whole nation of people from one side of the earth to another. That's human trafficking. You know? This dude is funny, man. Says the president then demanded Mexico to stop the invasion of the U.S. by illegal immigrants. Once again, you're an illegal immigrant. Drug cartels. Y'all, America sells drugs. Smugglers and human traffickers. Slavery. His rant came days after Washington slapped a 5% tariff on all Mexican goods. So basically, they're trying to use that as an example to slap that tariff on them. You know, Trump been out here lighting these nations up with these tariffs and shit. That's why ultimately they're going to bomb them, man. You know, it says the tariff is set to gradually grow to 25% by October and stay that way until the nation substantially stops the illegal inflow of aliens into the U.S. Mexican officials blasted the punitive tariff, vowing to find ways to retaliate. And that's the little, they at the border. And this is another video that another article I'm probably going to do a video on. Mexico vows vigorous response after Trump's disastrous tariffs jab knocked down peso market. So they fucking with the economy, man. So Mexico's going to respond. That's why everybody who got missiles is going to shoot missiles on this place. You know what I'm saying? Because America can't keep their hand out of other people's business. Like, for brothers that's my age, you remember Dennis the Menace, little Edomite just doing shit. It's just bad, always in some shit. That's Esau. You know what I'm saying? It says curbing illegal immigration from the South had been one of the key issues of Trump's presidential campaign in 2016. Excuse me. He famously blasted Mexico for sending immigrants across the border and promised to build a border wall that Mexico will pay for. So you going Hey, this dude is crazy, Salakia, baby. He said they gonna pay for, not only they gonna build it, they gonna pay for it, man. It says the U.S. is no stranger to colorful language to describe conflicts over trade with various nations. He once said that China was raping the U.S. with its economic policies. Trump took similar jabs at Brussels, claiming that nobody treats us much worse than the European Union. So ultimately, this is what's going to make all these nations shoot missiles on America, because that's why the Most High, he's perfect, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he got this Edomite, this old school Edomite. Trump got the spirit of a so-called white man in the 30s, man. You know what I'm saying? Just talking shit about all these nations, bro. All right, the EU. You know what I'm saying? Now Mexico, Brussels. He just talk shit about anybody, man. And then he slap you with sanctions and tariffs, man. That's an act of war, bro. You know, for the people that may run across this video, for you Jakes, you Negro, Latino, Native, Seminole, Indian, hey, you got to learn this verbiage, man. You know what I'm saying? That when you mess with a nation's money, just like the next article said that Mexico was going to retaliate because it was fucking with the peso, man. That's a whole nation's economy, man. You wouldn't let nobody mess with your money, so think about a whole nation. You know what I'm saying? So Trump is slapping the tariffs on them, you know what I'm saying? And eventually they're going to retaliate, all right? That's why every nation with nuclear capability is going to shoot missiles on America soon. All right, we're just waiting for that RFID microchip to be pushed, to be made mandatory, you know, because it's already out here. They already pushing it. But to be made mandatory, you know, and then the end is going to come, man. All right. So I just wanted to make that little quick video. It was just stood out to me funny about, you know, the hypocrisy of Donald Trump. Not only Donald Trump, but America, you know. But I hope that video was edifying. With that, I'm going to say shalom.